Alright, well let me see here. It is dredge time again. I know I'm not actually repairing anything yet, but let me get this going.
Welcome to Battle Vortex.
Alright, folks. Alright, silly camera. I don't know why that silly camera, sometimes it just decides not to work. Anyway, let's go get some dredges. Dredges. Alright, so I want to 12.6 and 12,000. 12.6 and 12,000. Awesome. Alright. Let me open up a diet soda. Got me a Diet Coke right there. Just pouring it in my cup. So I'm drinking Coke instead of tea. Let them bubbles go down a smidge. Hey, Joel. So I got to share my heat now. So, oh, somebody wrote me a message. Malaya. Hi, if you're on, there's an RLR under this. I don't know what that was about, but I know Immortal. Immortal's cool. Immortal's also often on this chat. Alright, so we just go down here to this one guy. Let's go. Come on. Alright, let's see here. Pour a little bit more Coke in the cup. Hi, Kay. Yeah, I've already done one, but I'm not like hurting for uranium or anything like that, so I'm holding on to my crew. Man, the boats are jumping. Boats are jumping. I closed a lot of stuff down too. I probably ought to just maybe work on that a little bit more after this session here. Boats are jumping like crazy. Need some heat. My wife said it's not snowing outside anymore, but it's still plenty freaking cold. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. So how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully y'all are getting some uranium too. Joel and Kay. Hey, Josh. Well, I think it just I don't know that there is, to be honest with you. I don't know that there is a list of what exactly elite is. Yeah, if you never got Harlocks, this will definitely be a good one for you. Hey, Captain. Uh, I'm only 5 minutes in, Captain, so you didn't miss anything. This is like my first 50. I probably ought to just shut down my Chrome completely. I mean, the way it's jumping. Golly, man. Look, my retreat button's not loading up. Oh, there. Hold on, cancel now. I retreat. Hey, sharks. Oh, you think that's what it is? Is that what it is, Josh? You have to be a captain? My wife's up there with her stingrays, looks like. Hey, Scottish guy. Welcome back. Bam. Bam, bam. All right, so yeah, maybe we ought to review that, Josh. Um, Let me hit some dredges, man, and we can talk about that some. I get some of these 50s dredges knocked out. Seems to be a lot of them right now, so. I was always curious about why there was like two separate things on the locator. It looks like the top are the top locator list is uh, no sec or jack sector influence, and then you got Forsaken sector influence. So I think that's why it goes through the 40s, 50s, 60s twice. I think. Mm, I'll just go this way. Jumping, jumping, jumping. Yes, my boats are jumping. Hmm. Well, I know once the icon appears, for the Forsaken Arena tournament, there's going to be an icon saying that it's coming, and then it will show you the prize that's available. This is what happened last month anyway. It'll show you the prize that's available, so you know if you don't see the new boat listed, if you just see Atlas Carrier listed, then you know you need to go back in. Because I think the standard bracket is like Atlas Carrier is the top prize. That Coke. Sugar. There's no sugar in there though. There's no calories. Oh, is it up already? Alright. Make me look now. Oh, it is. Right there. Hold on a second. Alright. When you click on this right here, or I'll check it out. See, they changed it, FYI, to 4 warbird carriers. First, for top 10 players can get 4. You see this? And all right. Then there's 3 and 4, and then there's the Atlas carrier. Excuse me. Yeah, you kind of feel like keep trying to cheat you there, Captain, because it's like, you could have been one of those that actually got it in a prize, and then they turn around and add it to the Forsaken Wish mission. Because I know at once upon a time they had it. I know that once upon a time they had it in the event, but then they added it to the Forsaken mission like the week after. They're definitely pushing that Atlas Scary though right now for some reason. I'm getting it. I'm betting it's going to be hitting R10 soon. Come on, retreat button. There we go. Oh yeah, talking about joining KDE. Well, I don't know. I got friends in Estig or had joined Estig, and it didn't make me like unfriend them or anything. So I'll probably be okay with you joining KDE. What happened to EX2, man? Just curious. Hey, Meepty. Hey, Ravens Cry. How you doing? Hmm. I'm just pulling up my rank real quick. Well, so currently I'm a veteran vice admiral. Combat rating is 1636. Tournament points are based on how much damage you do to enemy fleets. Destroy fleets in the arena to gain maximum. See, and I didn't know that. I did not know that. BD, is that like Black Death, right? Yeah, Black Death. That's right. Battle Part Sharks, you got a link for that by any chance? I mean, for that info, is it on a thread somewhere? Because it sounds to me like I need some education so I can educate. Quite honestly. Yeah. Oh, retreat. Hello. Retreat. Awesome. Thank you very much. I'll click on that in just a minute. You guys are seeing this like jump on my screen, right? My boat's like jitter and all that stuff. Yeah, that you seen a level 80 with a 16 million ID. That's definitely one to watch. Nah, well, I don't know what to say about that. All right, let's see. Highlander, let's go. Yeah, well, I definitely would not push that whole tag as a hack. You know what I mean? But it definitely bothers me that that they would have a 16 million ID guy at level 80 player in their alliance and not be suspicious. But I definitely wouldn't say that they were all hacks. I mean, they've got a lot of players in that alliance. Yeah, but they're all legend too, Josh. Come on, retreat. There we go. How'd it go for you, Meepty? I'd love to have a fleet of V2s. V2Hs, man, I think would be great. It sounds like that's what you ran into. Yeah, me too. My wife said she's seen the same thing. So maybe it's not just me. Maybe it's my internet. I didn't call in today. I didn't hear anything from anybody yesterday about the internet, and so I probably should have called in today, but I didn't. Gotta see if I can remember to do that tomorrow. It's terrible too because I was actually thinking about doing that. With the FiOS through Verizon, it was like $55 a month. And this bandwidth is not huge. The upstream is huge, but the downstream's not. It's 25 over 25 because it's the same up and down, which is hard to find for residential internet. But being that it's 25 up and down, it ought to be pretty awesome service. You know what I mean? Well, if we don't do a contract, you can go without a contract, but it's like $15 higher. It's like $70 a month. But I don't know if I can get a discount or not. I'll have to look into that. Is this Verizon Wireless? All right. Mm. All right. So it looks like all of the 50s that have the sector influence are gone. So time to go for the regular stuff. DOS is Disciple of Skullduggery. It's a legendary fleet. Or a legendary road crew. 17 million ID. Are these even out yet? 17 million IDs? I've never even heard of any 17 million IDs being out yet. Yet, Bullseye Brigade never missed. The Disciples of Skullduggery never miss either. Well, I take that back. Well, the Bullseye Brigades make sure you never miss, but the Disciple of Skullduggery doesn't make it. It basically turns all your missiles into critical hits. The Bullseye Brigade only works with missiles, ballistics, and torpedoes, where the Disciples of Skullduggery works with that, and and it'll also work with the radioactive stuff. So if you have like cryos and all that kind of stuff, it'll work with them too. Yeah, Bullseye Brigade never misses. The Disciples Skullduggery, the misses turn into critical hits. So again, it never misses, but you'll see lots and lots of black splashes. The higher evade, the worse it is on the target. Yeah, only this Disciple of Skullduggery works with the radioactive weapons. The Bullseye Brigade does not. It did when it first came out. The radioactive stuff was new, but not anymore. They fixed it because it wasn't supposed to work that way. Uranium. 100% of beta is not possible. Yeah, my wife said she's seen the same thing, so I thought maybe it could possibly be my internet. I am looking at my ping times, and I don't know. I haven't dropped any frames, so with my streamer, I'm still at 0. So it definitely makes me think that my internet should be good right now. When you see jitter like this, it means the packets pretty much aren't arriving in the same in the correct order. Um, so, I mean, I'm just saying that there's possibly buffering things or load balancing issues. I mean, there's definitely some kind of network, something or other going on. I can't wait to get these things here ranked up. I'm looking forward to taking these bad boys out and ranking them. All right. Looks like, oh, 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 oh. Yeah, yeah. DOS is legendary, so that's all I got to say about DOS. It's legendary, legendary for a reason. Yeah, I think so. I don't see why not, Sharks. You know, the Nighthawks, I know we don't talk about subs very often, even though I did do a sub presentation, uh, but the Nighthawks have the worst cloak efficiency out of any other hull, sub hull. It's the worst one. Okay. And basically what that means is that obviously the Nighthawks need more help than Spectres do. Needs a lot more help than Spectres. So no, Spectres would definitely be easier to get in than Nighthawks would. Those new kudos though ain't no joke either. And you got those kudos R10. I actually looked at mine. I thought about because I really want to build some Reapers, but I actually thought about taking kudos and turning them into Reapers. But it's even R10 though they just can't hold the weight. I'd end up having to go like all Deluge Missile 2 instead of 3s. So that part kind of sucks. Not to mention the Reaper does have 4 armor slots. And those 4 armor slots, when you load those up with D2S, you can get really good cloak efficiency. You can get the cloak efficiency all the way down to 99% when you R15, the D2S and the Cat 3. Put those on a Reaper, that's R10, and you can get the cloak efficiency all the way up to 99%. You're not preppable by Nighthawks and Specs. Hmm. Yeah, I like to think that I'm not, but quite honestly, if somebody came in and prepped out my sub defense with Reapers, then I'd be wide open, I guess. I don't know. I do have a really long channel too, so. And you're not preppable by Reapers. Hmm. I'm trying to think. I guess the only way you could really make yourself not preppable by Reapers is you'd have to have your base guard like really deep into the base. They're like really far behind a bunch of turrets that could spot them. You know what I mean? Yeah, these boats are kind of cool. I really hope I get the blaze thrower this week. Really do. All right, so I'm pretty sure that's all of the 50s. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, I thought about that myself, Joel. I got like the two gollies in there, but quite honestly, I'm not ready to start defending again yet. I'm just not ready for it. If I go and I spend money on a base guard, well, I'm not that I was saying I would spend money on it, but if I were to go and refit and use that dock time or that shipyard time on that, I don't know. I just would really feel like I was wasting my time. I spent so much time messing with that stuff last year, man. I have a hard time even considering going back to doing that again. I would love to have a nice base, a good strong base again, but gosh, man, I tell you. Oh, I guess Immortal. I know. I guess Immortal must have hit FYC here. Is what that person was saying, trying to tell me. But Immortal's a friend of mine, so I mean, of course, MBK is my alliance. So, but just saying, I wouldn't have stopped somebody else. Tried to stop somebody else from playing the game. I'd have let him be. I thought about Captain is because I actually have an arbiter like that, and I need to make my arbiter fast because with the Kraken in the event, they have the Kraken in there, and I'm curious how fast I can get it to go. Is because if I can park that thing on top of the Kraken or in the area of the Kraken, oh, you know what? Looks like I don't have one anymore. I must have got rid of it. But let me see how fast this guy is. His combat speed's 27. That's pretty fast, right? But that's a map navigation arbiter currently. But just saying that if I could do that, then basically I could keep the Krakens from doing the deep dives if I put that in there. Um, well, here we go. This one here's a subsonic, but I got subsonic 2 on it. Its combat speed is only 9 though, so that's pretty horrible. Um, that's pretty horrible. All right, I did do a bunch of. I'm up to 139,000 uranium now, and put about 2 hours worth of damage on that thing. Next spawn is an hour and 14 minutes. Yeah, I'm preppable. I'm preppable. I don't know. I kind of really don't even like having a guard in here, to be honest with you. But at the same time, the thought of somebody coming into my base and then leaving my base to smash another one, um, you know, to me, it's like keeping a guard in here is like the lesser of two evils. I'd rather have a guard in my base and just keep them from smashing two bases than, you know, um, we'll see. What's that? Which one? Oh, base turret? Oh, it's a 5 now? Is that the new mortar, the Apocalypse mortar? Dang. Well, my wife's got it. What special you got on there, any? Okay. Just looking at that blog spot today. I think I told you about that. They had on the blog spot there was a see if I got that in here. Blogspot. Right here we go. They had, and on the blog spot, they have this one special right here. It says ignition system built by Reavers that boosts splash and reload on mortar turrets. So I have a feeling this is a special right here. It was made for Apocalypse mortar, is what my guess says. So I'm really thinking that I haven't actually built any apocalypse mortars yet, but I'm thinking this will be the special for that. Oh, awesome. Let's see here. Question mark has a max speed arb. Oh, the Reaver UAV right here. Basically, it just says it's an incendiary UAV. So I guess it's going to be radioactive UAV, and it's going to be dropping fire. Could be cool. Could be cool. Oh, you put a vortex? Is that a? Oh, oh, I see. That's a speed buff. And nice. I like that. Combat speed 33. That's very, very nice. Thank you for that question mark. Thank you. But I thought it'd be really cool to have one of these for the Kraken and the campaign. Of course, I'd use it 4 times and I wouldn't use it anymore. So, I mean, is it really worth it? Is basically what I'm getting at. But this hull right here, I can't really tell if it's Forsaken or if it's Drac. The black and yellow one. It definitely doesn't look like a pile of trash, so it's not at Reaver. Like this, it's looks like a pile of scrap metal, which is trash. So that's obviously Reaver. And this one here is obviously Forsaken, and we already know what this one is. But this guy right here, no clue. I'm thinking it's got to be Drac, but I don't know. The yellow color on there kind of makes me think Forsaken. Oh, okay, we're going back. One splash torp will kill this. Well, yeah, the splash torp is definitely going to go after the hull that's closest to the Kraken. So I think if you're smart, you know, I think if you're smart, you can get this in there. Um, and it doesn't have to be right on it. I think if you had like a couple of mastodons, maybe went in there with one of these and then put a frosty in there. I think you could probably kick a lot of butt with this. And armor-wise, that's not crap for armor, I admit. But if you were really worried about that, you could go heavier because they do have D4. Um, they do got that in D4. That's turn speed. Oh, here it is, right there. I mean, they got D4 of that. Oh, let me see. R10 Vanguard. I guess somebody's thinking about this thing right here. I don't know what that is. I know there's been some people thinking that was a Vindicator. Um, but let me pull up a Vindicator real quick. 'Cause I'm not too sure. La, 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 la. Blueprints. Hulls. There's Vindicator. There's that. Huh. Yeah, I mean, if it is a Vindicator, usually they just change the paint job. I mean, this right here looks like a whole new body if this was actually an R10 Vindicator. So I'm not too sure that that is a Vindicator. And just looking at Huggies real quick, I'm just curious what the Vindicator looks like in here. Because I know here it's got that image set up, down image. Yeah, I don't think that's a Vindicator. Hey, DH397. You said you've seen that reaver hull in action. I'm assuming you mean this. You think it's a Scout? Didn't they have a different name for it this last event? It was called, I know they had a different name for it this last event. Trying to remember the name of it. They called it, it was like a war something or other, but it wasn't Scout. They called it something else. But, oh, you seen a hacker take a base down with it already? This new one. Huh. All right, let's see what I got going next. Next, I got a research. It's going to be done in 6 hours, 5 hours, 50 minutes. That's going to be about 4 a.m. That's how late I was up last night. All right. Sharks, you're funny. All right, I got to think of which one I want to do next. Let's see here. Unstable core, Reaver Scout. Maybe I ought to do this. Yeah, I ought to do engine systems. There's just so many to do, and they're all important. You know what I mean? I got my countermeasures up to R8. I don't know if that's good enough yet. I haven't been hit in like a while. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm wasting my time with anything base defense related anymore. But I don't know. I think it's funny. It seems like they're investing in mortars more here lately. You say the cryo turret? I've only got the Wendigo. I never built any other cryo turrets yet. And I kind of feel like the cryo turret is a waste of time unless I get refit my enforcer. You know what I mean? Because right now I've got the D92s on here, and I think with that D104, I think me switching the other stuff to cryo is a waste of time. There's no retrofits for the napalms. That kind of bothers me that there's no retrofit for those. Um, let's see here. I wish there was some kind of retrofit for the napalms, but there isn't. Even though you can put the fire out and stuff like that. Um, they're obviously still really good for subs. So does it? The cryo turret does crazy damage. Let's see if I can find it real quick. All right, cryo turret right here. I actually got it up to R3 already. Damage 5,000. That's 5 salvos. I got the reload time already down to 694. I don't know. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I will. You know, I'm. What's the range on that again? Let me see. The range on that is 120. That's not horrible. And all right, so that's 120. This is 150, 149 anyway. This range is 160 for the Apocalypse. Wow, I'll be really giving up some range. What is the napalm missile range is 84, so that's pretty low in comparison. Yeah, I don't actually put any armor on any of my turrets until I get them up to a level 5 platforms where I can afford it. This guy right here being my really huge beast right here. Level 5 platform of flak with Barrage Rack 3. And I got 2 D4Ms on there. 46,480 armor. How's that? That's huge right there. Love that turret. Of course, he hasn't really had a good test yet, so... Well, my guess, Joel, is that whatever comes in the next raid might look something like these guys. Now, this right here, I bet you is going to be Forsaken Mission. I have no idea what this right here is. It just says Reaver system that hurls um, cannon munitions at dangerously high speeds, usually in the proper direction. So, um, it says a Reaver system. So it's not really calling it a weapon. It's not calling it a cannon. It just says, it does say it hurls cannon munitions. So, and usually in the proper direction just leads me to believe that whatever it is, it really debuffs accuracy a great deal. But this, I don't know if this could be in the Forsaken Mission or not. Definitely this. Definitely this. Maybe this and this. I don't know. I have a hard time believing that there's going to be too many new things. I mean, usually it's three things a month. So I don't know what's going to happen. No clue. Check my inbox. Let's see here. All right. Was it something you wanted me to put on here, Josh? Man, I got like a lot of stuff in my inbox. Somebody didn't want to know what sector I'm in. All right. You threw a couple of builds my way. Um, there's like 2 things on here. As far as the Forsaken Arena prizes go, I think we probably already answered that because I think it's just that new warhead carrier or war bird carrier, whatever it is. Now I see 2 here. Did you mean to give me 2? Second one, okay. All right. All right, so in here we have the Grimshine Wrath, which I still need to build. And you threw magmas on there. Infernal Core, D5X. I mean, a lot of these numbers look good. And you got a Hellhound. Oh, and these are all the same. I don't know. Well, I guess the deal with the magmas is that the damage on them really isn't that impressive, quite honestly. But and their range is really poor. But I guess if your goal is really just to get back to the outpost and kill it, you may potentially take down 50% of the base, possibly. I think you'd be better off loading that sucker up with missiles, though. Putting missiles on everything. That's my opinion. I just don't like the magma. Of course, I don't like the Hellhound either, but hey, you take care, sharks. A Scottish guy, do you know that for sure? Uh, you said that this cannon, this system here, this Reaver Siege. Oh, that's the Reaver Siege cannon. This is the Reaver system. Okay, hurls cannon munitions. So it'd be like HP3, but it's like a Reaver version of HP3, but it screws the accuracy up. Or it could be like an autoloader type thing too. I mean, because it could be just means that it like reloads fast, or it could be that it speeds up the munitions. That could be either one, or it could be both. Could be like a cannon system. So either way, it sounds like it could be cool. But I'm pretty sure this right here is for the Apocalypse Mortar. We already know what this is. UAV enhanced prototype with special UAV enhancements. Advanced carrier prototype with special UAV enhancement abilities, and a special electronics jamming suite that boosts evasion against indirect fire. Oh, okay, yeah. Have you seen stats on it on the cannon system, Scottish guy? Just curious if you actually seen something. Maybe it's on their forums, so I guess. Hmm. I want to read this. The robot apocalypse opened to a new set of testers. Yesterday, they opened up to a new round of testers for the robot apocalypse. While we are finding new bugs, it is still in beta. I wonder, is this like a new game or something? Robot apocalypse? That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's a new game. It's weird they'd put that on the battle parts thing, but it's their thing to do what they want to with it. Well, I guess, are you still hitting Dredge's, babe? Or are you done? Nope, you're all done. I got like another hour to go, so maybe maybe I'll just go ahead and call it again and then just come back in a little bit. Yeah. Well, let me go ahead and I'm going to do some shout outs real quick. I guess if y'all got anything else, let me know. I'm probably going to do some maintenance here on my computer, see if there's anything else I can do to help out with the latency or the lag. And but I'll go ahead and do shout outs real quick. Let me see. I got Dreadmall X on here. Sutherland 45, Josh Sumter, Scottish Guy 4200, Captain 12, question mark, NW65, DH 397, Joel 5911, and KK 9255. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Probably about another hour or so maybe. Um, if not, then definitely tomorrow. Definitely, going to do some more dredges tomorrow, and of course, got Forsaken missions and all that tomorrow too. So anyway, y'all have a good evening.
The price is wrong, bitch.